My name is Abraham, and I am 10 years old, and I go to Camp Illuminar Academy. And I like to play tag with my friends in church. I like to go in the pool. I found out I had ADHD like 2 or 3 years ago, and that made me feel okay and special. I can't control my ADHD, but I can control my body when I swim. I can't do stuff that other people can, so I'm not patient. I am disorganized. I wish people would treat me more nicer. My teacher could help me by telling other kids to stop bullying me. My therapist taught me that I should ignore. When I'm mad, I could squeeze something, and when I'm sad, I could just remember about a time I'm happy.
What is a traditional rodeo, you may say? The reward for the man in the traditional Mexican rodeos is drop the bulls while the tail is wrapped around the man's leg. What I think is that it's really messed up because there's a lot of sexism, typically against women. Why do they say men are the strong ones? But it's not just them. There's a lot of women that feel the need to step up. I feel very proud that the girls are trying this because it's showing that they're brave and not afraid to try it. The girls seem to be fearless. When I see them go out there, I really want to try it after seeing them knock down the bulls.
My name is Joseph Diaz. I am 19 years old. Both my parents inspire me a lot because my mom would always be there for me and my sister if we needed anything. My dad, he's always working. He wakes up around 5 in the morning and he would come home and still take us out. I'm very quiet and reserved. But once I get to know someone, then I'm more talkative and expressive. I enjoy watching TV or playing video games. I also play guitar. I went to an all-guys school and heard that a lot. It would just be mostly joking around, if we had to jump over something, they would be like, oh, don't be a girl, you can do it and all that. So it was mostly joking around, but I don't think I'm a girl just because I can't jump over something. Someone else that hasn't been to in that kind of environment, they would probably see it as something else. Because one time this girl broke up with me and I became kind of depressed. I did hear my friends saying stuff like, oh, it doesn't matter, you can get another girl, stuff like that. If you're young, 7 or 8, hearing all that boys don't cry and all that, stress them out to never cry or be sad. I think it's always been okay for guys to cry. Back in the 60s and 70s when guys were supposed to be tough, and I guess that's when it really became guys don't cry and all that. And I guess maybe now, barely 50 years later, people are finally taking that down and allowing men to show expressions again.
I'm Leanne Harrison. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Boyle Heights, California. I go to Southeast High School in Southgate, California. I am a rising senior. I get to school by taking 2 buses every single day, the 751 and the 760. My commute is about 45 minutes. I have to load up a tap card every month. It's frustrating to spend my own money on a bus card just to get to school. Other students don't have to go through this. The school provides transportation for Compton and South Central students. This does affect me at home or at school because I'm too tired to function.
My name is Carmen Gonzalez. I am 17 years old and I'm from Mexico. I came here when I started 8th grade. I love learning. It sucks that sometimes the schools do not support you in certain ways. LUSD isn't built to help undocumented students, so they don't even give resources or money for schools to have counselors that specialize in undocumented students. Once I become 18, it's like gonna get even more rough and even more rough in college because I can't apply to many like FAFSA or a lot of scholarships. I cannot get a job. Being undocumented has affected my activism. I was with all these organizations. I would go to every protest. I would speak at every protest. Took a huge step back. It really changed my life, like noticing that I was undocumented and that's an identity that's not gonna be like, I can't just leave it at home. As a kid, you don't notice it, and now looking back, I do see that a lot of the teachers would make comments. Because I was Mexican, because I was brown, they assumed that my English wasn't the best. Even though that was my first language and I spoke it very well, I cannot be on DACA, but I have a lot of friends that are on DACA, and the fear that was in their voice when that news came out was the worst feeling ever, because a lot of my friends are seniors and they were literally applying to colleges when that happened, and it affected the way what colleges they applied to. When we ask undocumented and immigrant people to share their stories, being mindful that a lot of people bring up trauma that they have stored, and it's very interesting to see that the media is exploiting us. Any advice I have for undocumented youth is that don't let it hold you back. There is always organizations, there's always people willing to help.
Well, like I told you, a woman is considered postpartum up till your baby is 3 years old. So I think this triggers or these signs started when Lucas was about 5 to 6 months old. It was full blown by the time he turned 1. I go to the doctor and they're like, "Oh, we think you're nervous. We think you have this." I'm like, "Well, why do I feel sideways?" Well, after Christmas, that's when everything went to hell. I felt miserable. I felt hopeless. I lived like that for about a year, where maybe I would have come out of it sooner had I listened to the plan that this doctor had for me. I feel the sun just warm me up and almost like thaw me out from all the tension that I was feeling. You don't need to follow a religion to believe, and I think that believing that Jesus was with me is what helped me, that he was going to be with me through my good days and my bad days, and that there was a purpose to all of this, and that purpose was for me to become a stronger person.
My name is Ali, but many of the people that I know call me Jace. I am 16 years old. I was born in California, Maywood. I am lesbian. My mom didn't accept for who I am. She's not the person that would accept me by her religion, and we were having a bit of trouble. Yeah, I mean, in her own way, I know she loves me. And my dad, he told me that, I mean, if anything happened with any of my relationships, he would be there. I do care for him. I can't say that I love him or not, because I don't know that. He accepts me for who I am. And my stepmom, I mean, she does support me. My girlfriend, she loves me, and she accepts who I am. She takes care of me. My little brother, he's always there, and I mean, he says it every day that he does love me. Here, I actually feel comfortable, and I get to be who I am, and I don't have to hide in the closet for who or what I am. I can't change who I am because that was the way I was born, and I wouldn't even want to change me because I'm different.
My name is Rachel Carrillo, and I have suffered with depression and anxiety since childhood. When I'm older, I realized that it stemmed from a childhood that was very unstable, as well as having that run in my family with my mom also having severe depression and anxiety. That's why I am in this place right now where I'm battling with my depression and I'm battling my anxiety. I definitely think that it needs to be known. There needs to be on a medical form other than depression. I feel like it needs to be more thorough, because on a good day, for me, for example, I won't say I have depression because I'm having a good day, so I'm happy. I accept something is wrong, and I just feel like it's something that is never ending. But I'm alive, I'm breathing, my kids are alive, they're breathing, we have a roof over our head. I'm blessed.
I like being alone, but I hate feeling lonely. But lonely is all I've been feeling. I seem happy on the outside. I have 2 loving parents, a sister, and a dog. I play tennis. I'm an editor for my school's newspaper. I'm active in many clubs, and I have friends. But I don't feel happy. I should be grateful for everything I have, but I just don't feel anything. Sometimes I just feel numb. My parents are never home. They're always working. My sister moved out of the house, so I'm always home alone. And this house is just dark and quiet. Sometimes I lay in my bed thinking, I'm always alone and depressed. So I resort to music, where I listen to other people's lives through song. I wish people would ask me if I'm okay, so I could tell them that I'm not. But people never ask me if I'm okay because I always seem happy. I just want someone to talk to, someone who will listen. I feel like I won't be able to talk to my friends because they won't understand, and I'm scared that they won't care. But I realize I should not wait for someone to ask if I'm okay. Instead, I should tell them that I'm not, and that I need to talk about my mental health. Because you'll be surprised, millions of people go through the same thing. If it's one thing I learned, it's that you're not alone. You're never alone. Many stories are similar. In fact, this isn't even mine.
It's mine. I'm Annie, and this is my story.
hijos que tengan su cuarto, porque es bien difícil estar en un apartamento rentando con los vecinos, que a veces yo quiero descansar y no dejan descansar porque hay música, hay ruido y yo estoy cansada y no me dejan descansar. Pues echarle ganas para tener una casa y tener carro, vivir un poco mejor, estar sin pobreza. Es en la mañana levantarme temprano, bañarme, arreglarme, preparar mi comida para llevar al trabajo. Luego me voy a mi trabajo, regreso, cocino. A veces que me da tiempo cocino y a veces no, porque me tengo que ir al otro trabajo. Decían que aquí en Estados Unidos se barría el dinero con la escoba y pensé que era fácil. Pero ahora me doy cuenta que no es fácil, que el dinero se gana con el sudor de la frente. Está mal, nada más voy al día trabajando, por más que quiero tener dinero, ganar buen dinero, es muy poquito el dinero que yo gano porque no tengo papeles. No nos podemos dar el lujo de vivir en una casa grande porque a veces te piden papeles para que puedas entrar en una casa más grande. La renta aquí es muy cara, falta de trabajo por los pagos que a veces son muy bajos para la gente, más para la gente hispana, porque la gente que es de aquí de Estados Unidos tiene sus papeles y les pagan más, y nosotros que no tenemos papeles nos pagan menos.